It's time!
Make a mockery of myself again. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, we've got the Premier League predictions. What can go wrong? So we did do this last season, and I'm not actually quite sure how I done. I'll get my editor to put right there what I did predict to what actually happened. I'll be covering it, so cover my face. I don't know how well I done. Probably bad. But new season, new year, new football shirt. Got this from Sports Direct. 23 quid on sale actually. It's looking gorgeous. I can't lie, it's looking gorgeous. But anyway, let's get into who is going to be finishing 20th. You see you right now, right? I want you, if you're on phone and you're like that, I want you to go like that, right? And I want you to just scroll down like that way a little bit. You know, if that thing does not say subscribed, best believe I'm coming for you. I am coming for you. Pause. No, I haven't said that. Oh my dears. Just subscribe, turn the bell on. I'll turn my bell on. And yes, enjoy the rest of this video. At 20th, unfortunately, I'm going to go Southampton. As of right now, they haven't made that many signings that I feel boost them from a Championship side to a Premier League side. They've got young talent. They've got Adam Armstrong, a Geordie. From top of my head, Joe Rebo from Rangers hasn't really done that much. You've got the brought the likes of Ben Burrett and Diaz from, I think, Villarreal. Didn't really do it. Actually, he did do it. It was a Blackburn in the Championship. Yet to actually see any standard from a top division yet. They've got Onawaku from, if I remember, playing in the Belgium League and hasn't really done that much. Adam Armstrong, amazing in the Championship. Sekumara, Newcastle will link with him. I haven't really seen that much from him yet. A doozy, another great young talent. A lot of these players are very, very good in the Championship, but in the Premier League, it's a whole different ball. Sulemana got great potential. Carlos Alcaraz, I thought he went to Juventus. He must have been on loan. He's a very good player. Adam Lallana, great to see him back. He's probably going to be like that Ross Barkley type. Jan Bednarek, a good Championship player. Sugawara, a Japanese bloke, never heard of him. Taylor Howard-Bellis, a good Championship player. Kochap, good Championship player. Kyle Walker-Peters, good Championship player. Kochap, wait, did I say Kochap? I can't remember. Kochap, good Championship player. Kyle Walker-Peters, yeah. Ronnie Edwards, great potential. He's going to be a very good player for them. Gavin Bazunu, I don't rate him either. See ya. Unless they sign some really, really good players, I don't think Southampton have got the team to stay up. 19th, we've got Nottingham Forest. Realistically, they're on a downward spike. They've got a couple of decent players. They've got Murillo, who are very much like. Elliot Anderson, the best player they have ever had. The Jody Maradona. Awani, not bad. Chris Wood, absolutely terrible for Newcastle. But oh my god, he scored a hat-trick against me. Look like R9. Emmanuel Dennis, meh. Callum Wilton-Odoi, baller. Sangare, meh. Morgan Gibbs-White, Komsa. John Joe Shelby and Elliot Anderson. Get a midfield them two and you're probably going to win the Champions League. Never mind the Premier League. They're not even in the Champions League. But guarantee, Nuno Espirito Santo, if you're watching this, get Elliot Anderson and John Joe Shelby and then get Johan Kabay. He's probably retired. You're winning the Champions League. They did get a 6'9" goalkeeper called Carlos Miguel from Corinthians. They do produce some very good Brazilian talent, but I mean, if your defense is shit, the keeper can only help you out so many times. And unfortunately, I don't want to say this, but 18th we've got Ipswich. The majority of the time, just like Luton, they've got that dog in them. They've got that really big. They've got that dog in them. Is who said that? Was it Micah Richards, Clint Dempsey? Might not even be one of them, but my editor can put the clip in there anyway. Yeah. It's just a Championship standard team. They've signed Liam Delap. Did he do that much at Stoke? I don't think he did. They've got some Iraq called Ali Al-Hamidi. Never heard of him, so I can't judge him. Freddie Ladapo, once again, haven't heard that much of him. George Hurst, meh. Amari Hutchinson, baller. Sam Morsey, never heard of him. Stephen Alzate, he's not that good. Connor Chaplin, very small. I remember seeing him a couple times last season. Like I said for Southampton, they the gap from the Championship to the Premier League is stupendous. It's bigger than literally any league. From the second tier to the first tier, the Championship Premier League is honest so big. Nathan Broadhead played for Sunderland apparently, so he can get fucked. Jack Taylor, never heard of him. Luongo, never heard of him. Wes Burns, I remember seeing him scoring a couple of goals. Did he score a screamer? Someone scored a screamer, I remember. Axel Tuanzebe, Leif Davis, the best left back in the world behind Dan Burn. They did say Muric, but I think he was one of the reasons why Burnley went down. I kind of made a lot of mistakes. Was it Muric or was it someone else? Might have been Trafford. Not too sure, but yes, 18th Ipswich, unless they sign Kylian Mbappe. 17th. This is a very big if for 17th. Brentford. And this is only if Ivan Toney goes, because they were terrible last season with Ivan Toney. Then Ivan Toney came back and they looked decent. You can tell Ivan Toney is literally the glue that pretty much keeps the momentum for Brentford. I'm not knocking Thomas Frank. He's an incredible coach. I just feel like the quality of players, he has the philosophy of like Scandinavian, I want to say. I think it's Scandinavian, mostly Danish, because he's a Danish coach. Mikael Damsgaard, one player who's not worked out for him. You've got Kevin Shard, who, or Shade, not too sure. He was meant to be Ivan Toney's replacement, I'm pretty sure. He barely done anything last season. And Buemo, I do like. He seems to get goals and assists throughout this. Wissa, once again. Igor Thiago, never heard of him, so can't comment. Keane Lewis Potter, now he was a big signing. He actually was meant to be Ivan Toney's replacement, signed from Hull, I want to say. Didn't do much. Mikael Damsgaard, I've already spoke. Yarmoliuk, never heard of him. Matthias Jensen, just average bottom half Premier League player. Onyeka, once again, bottom half. The majority of this team is bottom half. Ayesh should have stayed at Celtic. Bloody hell. He looked amazing at Celtic. Yeah, if Ivan Toney goes, I do not see how Brentford get any higher than 15th. 16th, we're going to go with Leicester. The majority of the teams that do come back up do go straight back down, but Leicester have got a lot of Premier League, experience, I could say. You've got Hamza Chowdhury, who's played, you have like 2-3 seasons. Jamie Vardy, obviously the main one. You've got Ndidi, is he left yet? I'm not too sure. You've got Patson Daka, who's terrible, but he's got Premier experience. You've got Fakendo Buonanotte. Brighton has a little bit of experience come off the bench, I think. Harry Winks got, yeah, you can say he's got experience at Tottenham. Bobby Dick with Reed, loads of experience at Fulham. Wout Faes as well. Vestergaard, loads of experience. Ricardo Pereira, loads of experience. Connor Cody, loads of experience. Yeah, if Leicester can sign a striker, because there's no way Jamie Vardy's playing every single game. If they can sign a striker, because as of right now, I'd imagine Fatawa is going to go on the right, and then Madidi is going to go on the left, and then Vardy up front, but you need someone to be coming off the bench for Vardy. No. For Vardy to be coming off the bench. No. I think I said it right the first time. Yeah, honestly, Leicester experience, I think, is the main thing for why I tipped Use to stay off. Steve Cooper, though. I do not rate Steve Cooper as a coach. 15th, I'm going to go with Wolves. I feel like Wolves are just on a decline, unfortunately, because I did like Wolves. I like the era of João Neves. Ruben Neves, not João Neves. João Neves does play for Wolves, I'm pretty sure. João Gomez, doesn't matter. Yeah, I missed the days of Raul Jimenez ball. Adama Traore ball at Wolves, the baby oil. And yeah, Rui Patricio ball. Who else? What other ball Wolves had? Yeah. Nuno Espirito Santo ball at Wolves. That was top tier. Top tier. Raul Jimenez, what a player he was. And unfortunately, ever since it was at the fractured skull, wasn't the same since. And he's went to Fulham. If Matheus Cunha leaves Wolves, they are knackered. They are really, really knackered. And it's a shame, because I do like Wolves. But unfortunately, they are on a decline. The Ruben Neves deal, especially him going to Saudi, they have not found a replacement for him yet, and it's going to be very hard for them to see a replacement for Ruben Neves. 14th, we have got Fulham, and once again, I don't see that much. There is a common theme here. I don't see much about Fulham. I can't lie to you. I'm checking their team, and the side of Emile Smith-Rowe, is Emile Smith-Rowe going to get you up the league from last season? No, he's not. He's really not. Adama Traore is barely going to impact goals. Raul Jimenez has not been in Simpson's injury, like I've already said. And Fulham were heavily, heavily reliant on Rodrigo Muniz. That was right here. Muniz. Pretty much all of the pressure is on Muniz. If he doesn't perform, Fulham are in for a long season because I don't rate their team at all. You've got Decordova-Reid leaving to go to Leicester, I think. Or Ipswich. Leicester, yeah. He wasn't that impactful, but it's a good player to come off the bench. Willian, not getting any younger. Andreas Pereira, he's alright. Like, maybe, yeah, probably a bottom half Premier League player again. Alex Iwobi, like, come on. Especially Fulham selling João Palhinha. Of course, not Fulham's fault. His desire was to leave to join Bayern Munich. That is... Honestly, I'm even tempted to put him below Wolves, but I've just had... But I'm gonna stick 14. João Palhinha, the best player by a country mile. That's why he's away to Bayern Munich. Fulham are in for a long season, and I don't know how much they sold Palhinha for, but once again, I don't know how much Emile Smith-Rowe was either. Maybe 30 million, 20 million. Was it 60 million for Palhinha? I'm not too sure. Ryan Sessegnon, good to see him back at Fulham. Him in the Championship days, amazing. If he can rekindle that form, please. Ever since he went to Tottenham, I don't know what happened to him, but he was so good in the Championship. Tom Kearney, just Fulham through and through, isn't he? Harrison Reed, once again. Timothy Castagna, meh. Calvin Bassey, meh. Anthony Robinson, meh. Diop, meh. I didn't know when Babu still played for Fulham, I can't lie. Bernd Leno, I don't rate him either. But Marco Silva, I don't say I don't rate him, I don't say I will rate him. He's just kind of one of their meh coaches. Carlos Vinicius, I haven't mentioned him. Let's be honest, he's awful. With Palhinha leaving and Hughes having to rely on Muniz for goals, Emile Smith-Rowe, like I said, isn't going to get you that. I don't feel like he's going to do very well. I can't lie. 13th, it pains me to say this, but I'm going to go with Everton and their Scouse fucks. I hate them. I hate Scousers. I can say hand on heart, I hate Scousers, especially Everton. Liverpool are not as bad, but they're a lot more arrogant. Everton, they're just massive twats. Let's be honest, yeah, they're massive twats. But 13th is a significant improvement. You're going to see a lot more attacking football. I want to say Sean Dyche, heavily known for the Burnley way, is the best way to describe it. Signing of Njai from Sheffield United, he was their best player, went to Marseille. I can't say how he done at Marseille because I don't know much, but it's a very good. I can imagine him being like as kind of Ismail Assar was. That's pretty much the closest I can say about him. Lindstrom, absolute baller. Hopefully he gets to showcase his, I want to say attributes, but not really attributes. More like just how good is at football. Because Jesper Lindstrom is an amazing player. Yet to see from Beto and Schmidt. Hopefully we can try and see a little bit more attacking prowess. Neil Maupay, the shithouse. I don't see. They've got a lot of strikers. They've got Calvert-Lewin, Beto, Chimiti. Doucouré kind of plays like a false 9 years last season. And Neil Maupay. That's 4 strikers there. One of them will be leaving. Idrissa Gueye, 34. I mean, wouldn't be surprised to see him go to Saudi maybe. James Garner, don't rate him. Don't rate Dwight McNeil. Don't rate Jack Harrison. Tim Iriagabunum. Iriagabunum. I know he's signing from Aston Villa. I know he's a young talent. I don't know whether he's a first team player yet. Solly Mikalenko, don't rate him. Jared Branthwaite, if he stays at Everton, they've got a very big chance of them staying where I think, or predict they're going to stay. Seamus Coleman, Tarkowski, decent player. Seamus Coleman. Honestly, he's quite surprised that he didn't do that bad, especially at 35. Nathan Patterson, can't rate much of it. Jake O'Brien, that could be the Branthwaite replacement. Done very good at Lyon, I'm pretty sure he played for. And yeah, one of the main reasons which turned around Lyon's form last season, they were very, very bad in France, obviously. And he got brought to the team. He was one of the players that actually did help him climb up the league. Michael Keane, don't really rate him. Mason Holgate, don't rate him. Jordan Pickford, pains to say it as a Geordie. But he's just an amazing goalkeeper, isn't he? He's the reason why Everton have not been relegated yet. He's the main reason. And if he can have a stinker season and then Ramsdale not going to get played, if Nick Pope fancies getting the chance in net for England, I wouldn't mind it. 12th, I'm going to go Bournemouth, and honestly, this is all because it's going to be very, very difficult to replace Dominic Solanke that has just had an amazing season. Let's be honest, he's way at Tottenham now. Harry Kane successor, is that the right term of word? I think. Anyways, 65 million, I think it's 55 up front. I don't know whether they're going to reinvest that. I don't know who Bournemouth are linked with. It's going to be very hard to sign someone because they aren't going to spend like 60 million on a striker. They're going to spend maybe like 20 million. I mean, how much? I don't know how much to sign Solanke for. 17 million, I guess, from Liverpool. Yeah, I just don't see them getting it any higher than 12th unless they obviously sign a really good striker. I do like Bournemouth. I think Areola has done a very, very good job. Check the squad. You've got Enes Unal. You can't rely on Enes Unal to score your goals. Romain Favre, can't comment on him. I don't know much about him. Daniel Jefferson, good young striker, played for Sheffield. Other than that, once again, you can't really rely on him. Luis Sinistera, Utara, Semenyo, Kluivert, Hamed Junior Traore. I mean, the average players at best. Philip Billen, I don't mind. Alex Scott, wonder kid, you could call him. Yet to actually see him play consistently because Bournemouth aren't really that much on Sky, and I'm not going to go out my way to watch Bournemouth unless they are the main game. David Brooks, Baller, Jaden Anthony, Komsa, Tyler Adams, don't rate him. Kirkes, I really rate Kirkes. Zabani, really rate Zabani. Senesi, very good. Max Aaron's very good. Bournemouth fans, you'll have to tell us about Neto. I'm not too sure. Maybe he's need to buy a goalkeeper. Yeah, I've just got Bournemouth this high just because of that 65 million that they will get, and the fact that Areola has cemented Bournemouth into 12th, which, let's be honest, is a very good season for them last season. I'm behind them 12th again. Like I said, depends on who you spend the money on. Right, Brighton, and this one pains me because I've got to mention a very, 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 very good player that Newcastle sold because we had to, because of PSR. We had to sell him. Yankuba Minte. You know how Brighton have that one player that is just absolutely world class every single season? Yankuba Minte is going to be that player. Because what a fucking player he is. He proved it at Feyenoord last season. He's an absolutely terrific player. And we're stuck with Miggy Almiron. Why couldn't we just sold Miggy to Al Shabab? We could just sold Miggy to Al Shabab for like 55, 65 million. Easy. No questions asked from the Premier League. Only from the Premier League clubs. But no, we sold Yankuba Minte, man. Yankuba. Anyways, the Brighton coach, he was in the second division of Germany last season. Their team scored a lot of goals. But it's the second division of Germany. The quality of German defenders in the second division of Germany. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, Brighton always managed to pull a South American and a good manager out there also does good. De Zerbi was at Shakhtar Donetsk, I'm pretty sure. Turned out really good. Graham Potter, I want to say at some Swedish club. I'm going to say Young Gardens. That's the only Swedish club I know. Hopefully I'm right. Yeah, other than that, João Pedro, decent baller, but he was literally here where you go to Newcastle. João Pedro was literally here where you go to Newcastle and didn't materialise. Evan Ferguson, baller. Jeremy Sarmiento, him at Ipswich last season. He came off the bench towards the end of the season, but baller. We'll skip past Minter. Welbeck, to be fair, didn't do that bad last season. Seema, can't really comment much on him. Same as Osman. They're youngsters. Matoma injured for a lot of last season. On his day, amazing. Idingra off the bench, amazing. Yakumode, can't really comment. Julio and Ciso. I only know his potential as a football manager. My football knowledge isn't based on football manager. Like my knowledge of players is from watching them in real life. But in Ciso, I signed him for Besiktas on my football manager save and he became a club legend. So I know his potential. Very, very good player. James Milner, he's probably there like to keep Billy Gilmore happy. And speaking about Billy Gilmore, he's next. Decent player, believer, decent. Dahoud. Thought Dahoud was German. It says he's Syrian. Fair enough. Not bad player. Sully Marsh, not bad player. And they signed Matt Wafer. Can't comment on him. Don't know much about him. Jack Hinshelwood. He came off the bench a couple of times last season. Looked like a decent player. You've got Andrew Moore. He's got good potential. Don't think we'll see much. Pupion, I've heard of him. Probably won't see him much that season. Valentino Barco could be another one of the players from Brighton, from most likely South America, and they get all the praise, or Africa. Tariq Lamptey, hopefully a good season from him. Don't mind him as a player. Got hit by injury and hasn't been the same since. Estupinian, very good player. Really like him. Lewis Dunk, don't mind him. Very underrated ball playing centre back as well, I must say. Igor Julio, can't comment. Van Heck. I don't rate him, I can't lie. I don't rate him. Joel Veltman, meh. Webster, meh. Decent centre-back, I suppose. Bart Verbruggen, 21 years old. Or was Jason Steele contesting for the goalkeeping spot last season? I'm pretty sure it was. To be fair, I don't think Jason Steele done that bad of a job last season, to be fair. But I think Bart managed to get himself back in the team. 10th, we've got Crystal Palace, and they are the team to watch out for. If you're a Premier League supporter of any teams, you know that Crystal Palace are going to cook this season. And I cannot wait, because I genuinely... You can't have second teams, but you just have teams that you just like. You want to see them win. And Palace, for me, is one of them. Because Palace last season, under... what do you call him? Glasner, that worked somehow. Oliver Glasner, what a job he's done. Signed Daishi Kamada. What a player he's going to be. He won the Europa League, I'm pretty sure, with Frankfurt, Glasner and Kamada when he was there. And he was just balling out at Frankfurt under Glasner. Cannot wait to see him in Crystal Palace. Another great to see. I love to see Asians in the Premier League. It's just quite, I won't say satisfying, but it's just really good to see, because you don't really get to see many. You've got Son, Kamada, Yoshinori Muto, baller. I'll have to check the rest of the team. Mateta, amazing. If he can try and keep up the consistency that he did last season. And bear in mind, you still got Ed Rechiese as well. He's going to be on top form. Not with his best mate, though, Mike Lalise. Big miss. But I am sure Palace are going to reinvest that money, and they're going to spend it very, very good. So we've got Jordan Ayew. Jordan Ayew. Oh, Jordan Ayew. Oh, I forgot how much of a baller he is. He's actually really underrated. Technical ability-wise. Odson Edward. Oh, him at Celtic. Odson Edward at Celtic. What did they do to him? Same as bloody Moussa Dembele as well. He went away from Celtic, and I haven't heard him since. There's such ballers in the Scottish Championship. Premiership. Aksaki, might see him a couple of times next season. Eze, Kamada, we mentioned. Lerma, decent player. Doucouré, I don't really rate him. Adam Wharton, baller. He's finally going to get a full season. And I say finally. He's at Blackburn, and to be fair, he did start the majority of games for Palace, I'm pretty sure. But he gets a full season in the Premier League. That can only do him good. Can't really... I know Amada's got potential, but I don't know much about him. Shadi Riyad, I don't know whether he's going to be a starter for Palace. I know they're signing from some Spanish team, but that's all I know. Daniel Munoz, very good player, I can't lie. Mark Gahey. Oh, yeah. He's coming to the tune. That's good. I hope he's coming to the tune. Yoki Madison, baller. Rob Holden, don't mind it. Chris Richards. Komsa. Tyrick Mitchell. He had the hype, but I don't know where the hypes went anymore. Nathaniel Klein. Don't mind him. Dean Henderson, Sam Johnstone. I mean, who's the Glasner? If Dean Henderson or Sam Johnstone is Glasner's per se, I can't actually remember how well they'd done. I'm gonna say Dean Henderson was the starter, but they must have done that bad considering towards the end of the season they actually done really good. Mike Lalise is a big miss though, but a top 10 finisher of Palace. I'm pretty sure, was there a stat when the season finished that Palace have been in between 12 to 14 for literally every season for the past 6 seasons, something like that. I can't remember. Great accomplishment for them and a step forward in the right direction. 9th, we're going to go for Liverpool. Yes, I said it. Liverpool. I do not see Liverpool being anywhere near as good under Arne Slot. Arne Slot. La, 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 la. Yeah, I can't say I can't say I do rate Arne Slot. I don't know much about him. Did he manage Feyenoord or PSV? Definitely wasn't Ajax, but yeah. Jurgen Klopp's just too big of a character. It is sad to see him go. Very big character. Boom. Yeah. It is very sad because he literally, if he didn't go to Liverpool, they would, God knows what would have happened at Liverpool. They may be in qualifying for Europa League, maybe top 10 finishes. Wouldn't have had more Salah, I'm pretty sure. Or did Klopp sign Salah? I'm not too sure, but they were stuck with Jordan Ibe. Yeah, there's no way Salah was there because they literally had Jordan Ibe on the wing, Sakho at centre back, Mignolet, Klein Sturridge, maybe. Wouldn't have had Mane, I don't think. May have had Mane. Emre Can. Steven Gerrard, maybe. Yeah, like I said, big character. If Mo Salah leaves to Saudi, I don't really see him leaving and go to Saudi. But you saw, was it last season? I don't know whether it was towards the end or not. But he did have a couple of little scraps and like with Klopp, and yeah, that's maybe been a one-time thing. We'll see. Darwin Núñez as well on a slot. I don't know how he's going to handle Darwin Núñez. I have no idea. Because Jurgen Klopp, like I've already said like 55 times, he's a massive character to every single one of them Liverpool players. On a shot doesn't seem like a type of manager that has that big personality that's going to help the players when they're down, like Trent. Trent getting abused at right back from every single left winger, then gets moved into midfield. I feel like Klopp's got that aura. I hate to say it, but Klopp's got that aura, and on a shot might come good in like 3 years' time. But right now, they're like straight back to square 3. They were like, it's square 7. Now they're back to square 3. I don't want to say back to square 1 because they've obviously got some amazing talented players. But yeah, they might do good. I just do not rate on a slot. Sorry that was wrong term of phrase. I just don't. I think the quality of manager has just decreased so significantly. That was the wrong choice of words. At 8, we're going to go for maybe another controversial one. We're going to go with Chelsea. The amount of players that they've signed like 46 players, and to get them to gel together, especially because you just know that, what's their manager? Like, Maresca. Oh, why? The quality. You went from Mauricio Pochettino, Maresca. You couldn't even give Mauricio Pochettino a year, 2 years. Look at Liverpool, like I've just mentioned. Jurgen Klopp, the project. And look where he's took them. Todd Bowley's investing that much money for instant success. That's just never going to happen. Let's be honest. Instant success, you can't buy the Premier League in one season. You need to stick to the project, Todd Bowley. And you're a businessman. You obviously know a lot more than me. You've got a lot more money than me. Give us a $5, please. I'd really appreciate it. But, like, he's American. What more do I need to see? He's American. You just know Nkunku's going to get injured again. They're just going to see him out for the majority of the season. Lukaku's going to be leaving. Nicholas Jackson's going to be missing sitters from 2 yards out. Amanda Broa's going to be leaving. Mark Guiu. Don't know anything about him. Angelo, one for the future. Fofana, one for the future. Pedro Neto. Baller. Very excited to see him. How much I actually forgot they signed him. Washington, one for the future. Enzo Fernandez for 100 million. Come on, man. Enzo Fernandez for 100 million. Bloody hell. If he's worth 100 million, Bruno G's worth 500 million. Cole Palmer. That's what I need to say. Well, Cole Palmer, I should say. Mikhailo Mudryk, expect to see probably the exact same from him. Raheem Sterling, I really want to say he's underrated, but the chances he was missing, obviously he likes to cut inside from the left and then try to shoot, but it just was not working out for him. Moises Caicedo, better than Enzo Fernandez, I can say. He's also a guaranteed yellow card pretty much every single game. Conor Gallagher away to Atletico Madrid. Noni Madueke, I like him technical ability wise, but he's just one of them players with that attitude. And that's just not what you want, especially in such a young team. You want young players that they're kind of like leaders. There's a lot of young players that you see now are literally leaders, and you can't see Madueke being a leader. Romeo Lavia, I think, stay injury free. Good to see what he could produce. Cassidy, I think he had some time with Maresca at Leicester. Might do something good with him. Chukwuemeka, meh. Ugo, bloody hell. Leslie, how are you French and called Leslie? I don't want to discriminate. What's the word for like males and females? But how are you French and you've got to actually? I probably shouldn't say that, to be fair. Dewsbury Hall, best player at Leicester. Maresca once again had time with them, pretty much the whole season with them. That midfield's looking quite good, I can't lie. Defence, Reece James, you know, is going to be out for at least minimum half the season. Ben Chilwell, don't rate him. Cucurella, he drinks Estrella. Haaland better be scared of him, or whatever the chant goes. Gusto, I really like Gusto. Fofana stays injury free. Levi Colwill, don't really rate him. Benoit Badiashile, what the? I hope he has a good season, but Jesus wept. At Monaco, he was meant to be amazing. He's came to the Premier League for Chelsea and he's just been diabolical. Sarsi, I think, is he a little bit better than Benoit Badiashile? Not too sure. Trevor Chalobah probably going to be leaving. Tosin Adebayo, he can nick off because he chose Chelsea over us and we're going to finish above him. How many goalkeepers have Chelsea got? They've got Kepa Arrizabalaga, Petrovic, Robert Sanchez, Bettinelli isn't going to start. Philip Jorgensen's going to challenge. And is Lucas Bergstrom going to manage? Yeah, you could see at Arsenal last season. They started changing keepers and that just, like, I won't say it ruined their season, but you kind of lost faith in that one goalkeeper. In Ramsdale, you could say, to be fair, because he's the one that got dropped, and then David Raya just kept that number one spot. But yeah, I don't see Chelsea doing much better than what they did last season. They finished, where did they finish last season? They finished sixth, and Mauricio Pochettino to Maresca is another downgrade. So you're going 8th. 7th, I'm going to go for the Red Devils, Man United. And this is because I feel like Ten Hag's going to get sacked. They're going to have a slow start to the season. Maybe a draw against Fulham. I don't see them beating Fulham. Actually, we can't. Actually, Fulham are at home, I'm pretty sure. If Fulham are at home, Man United don't win. If Man United are at home, I can see a real buzz around Old Trafford. New season, if they might get a win. But if Fulham are at home, I don't see it. I'd say 1-1 draw. I'm going to go Fulham Man United for first game of the season. I feel like Anthony has promised that he's going to deliver this season. He's not. Rashford looked. What happened to Rashford, man? What happened to Rashford? He was literally Man United's main man. He was Man United's main man, and he's just missing chance after chance after chance. Like, come on, Rashford. You're so good at getting in the positions. You just can't finish your dinner. But you can... How do I make a joke from the school kids that you give dinners to? You can finish your dinner, but... No, you can't finish your dinner, but the kids can finish theirs because of you. Oh! What a good joke that was. Xerxes a baller, but I don't see him adapting at the Premier League straight away. Look at Rasmus Højlund. Bruno Fernandes probably going to pull him out of shit again for another season. Casemiro, he's past it, unfortunately. Garnacho, don't mind him. Jadon Sancho, I hope Sancho does well. I really hope Jadon Sancho does well. But let's see. Mason Mount, don't rate him. Kobe Manu, meh. Amad Diallo did play for Sunderland, but I don't mind him. He gets a decent chance if Ten Hag decides to give Amad Diallo a decent chance. I reckon he will do well. Mejbri, I didn't mind him, but now he's just not good enough. McTominay might get a move away. Palestri, don't rate him. Lissandro Martinez, if he can stay injury free, could be a good player. Harry Maguire. Diogo Dalot, meh. Luke Shaw, if he stays injury free. Wan-Bissaka's going to West Ham. Victor Lindelof, don't rate him. Malacia, if he can stay injury free. Seems to be a common theme with these Man United defenders. Lenny Euro, if he stays injury free. Johnny Evans, I mean, he's 36. You can't be relying on Johnny Evans. And then I wouldn't rely on Andre Onana either, because bloody hell, Deborah. He made a lot of mistakes last season. 6, we're going to go with my team, Newcastle, and I don't need to look at my phone for anything. I'm going to give you straight facts. I've put us above Man United because our team 1-for-1 is better than Man United's. This is going to be a fact. Let's be honest here. Nick Pope, Onana. Nick Pope, if not injury free, more consistent, pulls off more saves, and I feel a lot more comfortable with Nick Pope than Onana. Only one thing about Nick Pope is his distribution is bloody terrible. Bloody terrible. Right back, Kieran Trippier, or who's their right back? Wan-Bissaka? Dalot? Trippier every day of the week. If we say Mark Gahey, he's better than Lenny Euro. He's better than bloody Harry Maguire. He's better than Varane. Varane went to Como, I'm pretty sure. I have just mentioned their centre-backs, but I'm not too sure. Anyway, Mark Gahey beats them. Left centre-back. Honestly, Dan Burn at centre-back is a baller. I can't lie. Left-back, not so much. He just gets burned every single time. At left-back, I can... I don't know how we are going to do it, but maybe Lloyd... Actually, what about Lewis Hall. Maybe Lewis Hall has looked very good in pre-season, and I would choose Lewis Hall over... Bloody hell, I forgot his name. Luke Shaw, because of how much injuries... Is that a word? Injuries is a word, but that makes sense. How many injuries that Luke Shaw is getting, it's just getting more and more every single season. And Lewis Hall is developing so fast. He's going to be England's left back for years to come. CDM, I mean, Bruno G, he just walks into that Man United team without any questions asked, let's be honest. Centre mids, Joelinton over Kobe Mainoo. Actually, no, we'll say Tonali. Yeah, we'll say that Tonali's better than Kobe Mainoo. Fact. And Joe Willock over Mason Mount. Actually, yeah, Bruno Fernandes gets in the team. Bruno Fernandes is better than Joelinton, Joe Willock, or Sean Longstaff. That's only players we have left, I think. Yeah. Right wing, Anthony Amadiolo. Honestly, I would take Miggy over Anthony or Amadiolo. Yeah, would I? Maybe Amadiolo over Miggy. Or friendly Jacob Murphy. Isn't it the friendlies that footballers play? Friendly Jacob Murphy. Or friendlies. Pre-season Jacob Murphy is a baller. He's better than Messi. Striker, Isak's just miles ahead from Hoyland and Xerxes. And left wing, Garnacho or Anthony Gordon. Let's be honest, it's Anthony Gordon. So just like that, that is why Newcastle is going to finish above Man United. We do need to make sure that we do sign Mark Gahey, though. I want to make that definitely. And a right wing. If we could sign a right wing and a centre back, amazing. 5th, I'm going to go with Aston Villa. And before you Villa fans start complaining, I really, really like Villa. I didn't like Villa come the start of last season, but what Unai Emery has done, let's be honest, it's just been amazing. I didn't like your Brummies, I still don't, but I do like Aston Villa. The transfer business that you have pulled off so far, I actually can't remember. But Ollie Watkins, amazing. Moussa Diaby going to Al Ittihad, I'm pretty sure. Amazing business. Wait, to sell him, to bring him in. Done amazing by Leverkusen. Don't know what happened to him in the Prem, but Clyde wasn't ready for the step up. I'm going to have a look at your team because I cannot remember. Illing Jr., baller. John Duran, if he stays, he's probably going to be someone that comes off the bench. Can see him doing alright. Yuri Tielemans, very good at Leicester. He showed some glimpses of what he could do last season, but not the full glimpse of Yuri Tielemans. Leon Bailey done made some decent sense. Andre Onana. No, not Andre. Amadou Onana. My name's not Andre, mate. I've just literally just done what the reporter done. Yeah, Onana baller. Buendia, not the same player as what he was for Norwich. Don't rate Kamara. John McGinn, decent player. Ross Barkley, interested to see how he done. He was clearly Luton's best player last season. Enzo Baranchia, never heard of him. Then Donka, Jaden Philogene, excited to see how he does. He's probably going to be a bench warmer. I haven't seen him come off the bench, but then again, you've got Morgan Rogers, who arguably does Rogers start next season or does Philogene start? Because that's probably going to be the swap that they're going to do. Ian Matson, good signing, done very well at Dortmund. Matty Cash, don't rate him. Pau Torres, meh. Luca Digne, past it. Tyrone Mings. I mean, he's the captain, so he clearly must make a difference. Diego Carlos, I think he might be going to Fulham. Ezri Konza, don't rate him. Alex Moreno, don't rate him. Courtney House, don't rate him. Emiliano Martinez, the shithouse. He's a very good goalkeeper. Fourth, we're going to go West Ham, because the business that West Ham have done. Wow. What a window they've had. What a window. They're still spending the money from Declan Rice, I'm pretty sure. If Paqueta stays away from that ban that he's probably going to get, I don't know whether he's been given the ban. I'm not too sure. But if he stays, amazing player, and they've signed the likes of Guido Rodriguez from Real Betis, amazing player. He was always destined for the Europe. Well, he's already in Europe. The move away to a very big club. Somerville has proved at the Championship he was literally the best player in the Championship. I'm pretty sure. Might have been. Anyways, if he can prove it at West Ham, amazing. He's a very good player to watch. Full Krug. He is just going to be amazing for West Ham, I can't lie. There's been a lot of time Danny Ings signing for West Ham. They thought they were getting a prolific goal scorer that was going to bang the goals in. They didn't. Mikel Antonio done better last season, but not prolific. Full Krug, if you get that ball in the box, Full Krug's putting it in the net 9 times out of 10. And there's been a lot of players who came in from not obscure leagues, it's Dortmund, let's be honest. A lot of just not the Premier League. The Premier League is obviously the best league in the world, and a lot of players have not adapted from coming from the French league, Italian league, Spanish league, German league, Venezuelan league. Sure, and they've not adapted, like I've already said. Full Krug will adapt. Full Krug is gonna set the league alight straight away, and I feel like he's gonna be challenging Haaland and Isak for the Golden Boot. Who else have West Ham signed? There's been that many. Todibo as well. Todibo also, they've hijacked that Juventus deal. I can see him being a very good signing. The pizza da my heart goes. Yeah, West Ham. So, Kudus, what a baller! Bowen, baller. Alvarez, baller. Ward-Prowse, if he has a free kick, most likely going to go in the back of the net. Guido Rodriguez, he's 30 years old. I thought he was a bit younger than that. Somerville, baller. Souček, past it. Gwilherm, we'll see. A good meh. Kurt Zuma, is he meant to be leaving? Todibo, can see him doing well. Mavropanos, don't rate him. Emerson, don't rate him. Sufal, don't rate him. Kilman, very good signing. Is it going to be Kilman and Todibo at the back? What foot's Kilman? Kilman is left-footed, so yeah. And if Claire Todibo is right-footed, yeah. It's probably going to be Todibo and Kilman. And then in net, Ariola does a job, let's be honest. If they could sign a world-class goalkeeper. Off the top of my head, a world-class goalkeeper. Chesney? Chesney's 33. But then again, is Chesney better than Ariola? Just think about it. Ariola isn't a bad keeper. Let's be honest, Ariola is not a bad keeper. Think about Ariola. He didn't do too bad last season, I don't think. And the goalkeeper's only as good as the defence, you could say. Like I said was it Southampton? Or pretty much at the start of the video, you can't always just put the blame on the goalkeeper. The defence needs to have the defence needs to defend. There's only so many chances that the goalkeeper's gonna have a chance of a save before it goes in. If the defence gets there before the shot gets away, The keeper is going to have a better save percentage because he's most likely going to save it. I'm waffling. My voice is going, and I've got another 3 videos to record. Declan Rice playing a 9.0 against Leon. Well done. Is that it? I can't remember what I've just said. Should I go on a third? Yeah. Fuck it, fam. Allow it, fam. Third, I'm going to go with Spurs. Well, I mean, there's only 3 teams left, so you knew it was going to be Spurs. It wasn't going to be Arsenal finishing third, even though they are pretty shit. Third, and I believe this because of the way that Ange Postecoglou plays. If you compare the way that Pep plays to Ange Postecoglou, the only way we are going to get away from this boring nonsense football is Ange Postecoglou. He's the most attacking manager I have ever seen. I'm 20 years old, and he is the type of that team is the type of team you want to be playing for, because the amount of attacking football that they play, amazing. Signing Dominic Solanke is the Harry Kane replacement. Does he flop? Does Dominic Solanke flop? He's only done it maybe 2 seasons at Bournemouth. 65 million is a lot of money for a striker that's only proved he can score goals for the past 2 seasons. We'll see. I hope it does well. Heung-min Son, he's still at Spurs. How long is he going to be there for? I don't see him retiring there. I don't see him going to Saudi. I don't even see him going to Real Madrid or Barca. Maybe to Bayern Munich as well, along with Harry Kane and Eric Dyer. Let's check his Tottenham team. Richarlison, I mean, come on. Brennan Johnson, don't rate him. Solomon, he was injured for the majority of last season. Didn't get to see much of him. Timo Werner, he's not going to score goals. James Maddison, did he look like Tottenham's best player last season? He was injured for the majority of it, to be fair. Sure. The Celso, is he rumoured to get a move away? Papi Matasar, young player, got a decent future ahead of him. Kulusevski, I don't mind. Basuma on the ball, very good. Bentancur on the ball, very good. Lucas Bergville, does he come off the bench next season? I mean, they did play a canny amount for him. Maybe he comes off the bench, see how good he is. Skip, don't rate him. Romero, meh. Dragishin, I remember the first time I watched Dragishin was the game before he went to Tottenham for, was it Genoa or Bologna? One of the two, and he was very commanding centre-back. Maybe 6 months, 7, 8 months at Tottenham might have done him well. Emerson Royale going to AC Milan. Mickey van der Ven, baller. Udogi, baller. Regulion might get a move away because Udogi is probably going to start. Right, SofaScore's got Archie Gray down as a centre-back. He's actually is he a right-back? I always thought Archie Gray was like a CDM centre mid, like box to box. Yeah, box to box, I'd say. Jed Spence, hopefully see a good season for him. Vicario, I really like Vicario. I can't lie. He became a little bit suspect towards the end of the season, but I really like Vicario. He made a lot of very good saves. And yeah, I feel like Tottenham are going to have a very good season. Number 2, I have went with Arsenal. Again, Arsenal are going to finish second again. Because they have not got that dog in them. They have not got that dog in them. They've got that dog to finish high, very high up. They've got a very good technical. I'm just trying to mix tactical and technical together. They've got a very good group of players. But they have not got that dog. Like I've already said, Man City have got that dog in them. And Haaland's just a machine. Haaland, yes, he's a machine. He's going to get them goals. Arsenal, Kai Havertz looked very good in the World Cup. Euros, not World Cup. Looked very good in the Euros. They haven't got that prolific goal scorer yet. And they haven't since Aubameyang. They have not had a prolific goal scorer since Aubameyang, and that is why they're going to finish second. And they're from London. They've got that bottle in them as well, just as much as Tottenham. Honestly, I don't believe Declan Rice is worth 100 million. I feel like they had their pants pulled down by West Ham. Good player, not worth 100 million. Worth 50 to 60. Yeah, he is young, I know that, but you only paid 100 million because of how important he was to West Ham. He's not a 100 million player. You're just hiring 100 million. 100 million for Jack Grealish, not worth it. 100 million for Declan Rice. 100 million for Enzo Fernandez. 100 million for bloody Moises Caicedo. 100 million for Anthony. Them, like, come on. 100 million on these players and they are not performing. I'm going off Declan Rice. 100 million for all 5 of them players, and what have you got to show for that 100 million? You'd be better off going to bloody South Colombia. Sure, going to Colombia. Going to Chile. Going to Argentina. Brazil. Paraguay. Bloody Honduras. I don't know why we're spending 100 million, because it just puts so much pressure on the player. And the player, none of them players have performed yet to show 100 million value. But yes, let's go back to Arsenal. They're still going to have a problem with David Raya and Ramsdale unless one of them leaves. If they still have Ramsdale and David Raya, there's going to be that. I don't see it working out. Saliba, decent player. Gabriel, decent player. Ben White, don't rate him. To be fair, yeah, Saliba and Gabriel are very good centre backs. I think I've done them discredit there. Left back is Zinchenko or Timber. Will Timber be playing left back, or Tomiyasu? Yeah, Declan Rice, like I said, I always mentioned him. Odegaard, world class player. Who else have they got in net? In centre mid. Mine's on blank. I'll check the team. So we've got Fabio Vieira, we'll say. Looked very good at Porto. I mean, hasn't lived up to any sort of the hype that he had. Jorginho. Honestly, the only thing I know Jorginho for is the penalties. Declan Rice, sort of mentioned him. Thomas Partey. No. Kai Havertz. We'll see. He might have a good season. Reece Nelson, can see him leaving. And Nketiah leaving. Trossard. Alright. Martinelli, decent. Gabriel Jesus, not prolific enough. And Bukayo Saka, the one that's probably going to pull them out the shit again. Is that him? Yeah, Arsenal really, really need to buy a striker. If Arsenal buy a striker, they can have a very better chance. They can have a better chance of being close to Man City, but unfortunately no team is close to Man City, because Man City have got that dog in them, and that's why I've tipped them to win the Champions League. Not Champions League, the Premier League. What am I talking about? That's why I've tipped Man City to win the Premier League. Like I said, they've got that dog in them. Kevin De Bruyne, one last season, one last dance. Pep Guardiola, maybe one last season, one last dance. Maybe. Erling Haaland, to be fair, I can see him staying at Man City for quite a long time. He would have only went to Real Madrid, but they just bought Mbappe. And if Real Madrid can get Mbappe and Haaland on their payroll, then who's he called? You know, that class bloody technical director of football, what's he called? I forgot his name. Florentino Perez deserves a raise. You know, he already earns millions because how good he is. Florentino Perez just deserves a lot of credit, but I don't see that happening until Mbappe maybe comes to the Prem and there's a little swap, maybe a swap deal with Man City. Erling Haaland goes to Real Madrid and Mbappe comes to the Prem. Would love to see that happen. But yeah, City, they're just amazing, let's be honest, and they are just going to keep being the best team in the Premier League. Let's be honest, the closest team is Arsenal, and we still make a mockery of Arsenal every single season. Arsenal are nowhere near City's level. And yes, that's why I've tipped them in the Champions League. I've just done it again. And that's why I've tipped. Right, we'll skip up it. Oh, right. Bloody hell, how long have we been recording? Hour and a half. So yes, lads, if you did enjoy that video, please make sure to subscribe, please make sure to like, and please make sure to comment and probably disagree with me, because let's be honest, there's going to be a lot of you disagreeing with me. Let me know your opinion on your team or any team I've got off my football knowledge, and this is just how I think it's going to go. So yes, have a very good day. Like I said, subscribe. We're trying to hit 1K by the end of the year, hopefully. We're really hoping, and I will see you till the next video. Goodbye. Right, have fun to whoever is editing this. Actually, I'm going to do one last bit. One last bit. You see you right now, right? I want you, if you're on phone and you're like that, I want you to go like that, right? And I want you to just scroll down, like that way, a little bit. And if that thing does not say subscribed, best believe I'm coming for you. I am coming for you. Pause. No way I've said that. Oh my dears. Just subscribe, turn the bell on. I'll turn my bell on. And yes, enjoy the rest of this video.